All right, we are live. It's our 1 o'clock hour, and I am here with another amazing college wrestler in our country. She was the one-time Texas State champ, two-time Texas State placer, four-time Texas State qualifier. She's now a three-time All-American, and she's the 123-pound hammer at Grandview University, wrestling for Coach Valles and company up there. And she's Marlene Avila. Did I do that right?
Yes, Marlene Avila, yes,
Right.
sir.
And there she is, Marlene Avila. How are you, man? Wait, it looks like you've been kicking ass in life. That's good. Good for you.
Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. Yeah, it's just a lot of training, and I mean, throughout this COVID, it's difficult just to find a gym to go to, or even mats or that are opening. But there's always like opportunities of working out outside, or just going into figuring out workouts at home that can keep you busy and stuff. Even walking the dog, that's helped me a lot.
That's awesome. So, from did you spend some time back in El Paso during this?
Yes, I actually went back at home to El Paso, Texas in March, and I just came back up to Des Moines, Iowa a couple days ago. But back at home, yeah, I went back when everything had shut down here in Des Moines, and I just wanted to keep my family company throughout this, pandemic, and I just wanted to be there for my family. But
No, I
yeah,
think you wanted to go home and get some good food.
yeah, that's actually like Paso, Texas. No,
They don't cook that kind of food up there in Iowa?
no.
Well, I'm sure it was good to see your family.
It was good to see my dad, my mom, my brothers, my nieces. Yeah, I
So,
really,
so now because you went home to that good home cooked food, you'll be wrestling like 132 now.
for sure. Yeah.
That's awesome. Hey, so first talk about Grandview. Why Grandview University? Why was that the university you chose? And now that you've been there, talk about what it's meant to you and the type of program, and why you would recommend other young girls out there to take the same avenue you have.
So the reason I picked Grandview was just because of the fact that I come from a small town outside of El Paso, Texas, and so we've always been like small town. Our signature was small town tough, and I've always wanted to go out and explore like not only what was there for me like in Texas or in El Paso, but what was out there in the world. And I chose Iowa just because I know that Kinsey, our coach Kinsey, he really takes good care of us, and he's taking good care of us as well, like throughout the training and stuff. And I know that I'll have opportunities out here just because of like Grandview. They give you opportunities that the other schools weren't giving me, as to like the classes being the small size, so you get a one-on-one with your professors, and I like that a lot just because of that. Like, and also that the thing I like most about Grandview too is that we're mostly all athletes, and our professors are very understanding as to, sometimes we miss class, sometimes we miss exams, and they're there to help us up, like by making it up, by making up the notes, things that we missed out on. And there's just a lot of like diversity here, and the people that I've met, the people that I've actually communicated with, that I've made friends with, everybody is nice here. Everybody, accepts you. They like make you feel welcome. I was 18 hours away from home. I'm 18 hours away from home, and I feel like home. Feels like home. I don't feel left out. And my teammates, once in the beginning of the school year, we did a scavenger hunt, and I think that's what was like brought to my attention, that we all like are there for each other. Like, there's never a doubt to where I can't say that, I can't ever count on my teammates, for if it's either just a study buddy, or just someone to like have a right to work, or just someone to keep you company.
That's
Like,
awesome. How long have you been there now?
I've been there since August. I've been here for like probably like 10 months now.
Nice, nice. Do you have moments where you get a little homesick?
I do. I do miss home. I do miss my family. But I know that they're just a call away, and that they're supporting me. So I think that's what I know. That's like what motivates me to stay out here is my family. Like just knowing that I'm making them proud, and that's what I'm trying to accomplish for them. And also like just to be motivation for also young athletes, not only girls but boys as well. Like knowing that you can do things even if you're hours away from home. You know, you're always going to be able to accomplish things that you couldn't accomplish at home. You know, like you can always have success. You can always find success with other people, with other cultures that come your way.
That's awesome. So, why wrestling? When did you start wrestling? What made you, go like, okay, you know what, that's going to be the sport for me?
So, all my life, I never paid attention to wrestling. I never did. I never saw WWE. I never, nothing ever like that. I was always into like dance and cheerleading, and then I started playing baseball, softball, basketball, volleyball, you name it, track, cross country. But I had never done wrestling. And my uncle, he makes fun of me because when he was younger in high school, he used to wrestle, and I used to tell him that his shoes looked like ballerina shoes. He would be like, oh my God. And I would see him like cutting weight, and I would see him struggling. And I would say, I never want to do that. And freshman year of high school, my friend, my cousin, she needed a drill partner. And so I volunteered, and I was like, well, I don't know anything, but I'll just stand there. You can beat me up. And she's like, okay. So I went, and from that day forward, I dropped basketball because it's during the same season as basketball, and I dropped that. And I just stuck to wrestling, and I never quit the sport of wrestling. I just fell in love with it.
Well, so I've done it
5 years now.
Nice, and it's obviously been good for you. Why has it become so important to you in your life?
It's just important to me just because of the fact that I feel like when you're wrestling and you don't get the success you want, it just gives you that fire in your butt to like, wake up at 5 and go run, or to go like extra lifts, or just to even get an extra practice in right after your practice. It's always giving me like that fire in me to be more successful. And I think that's just because like when you lose, it's not a good feeling. Nobody likes to lose. So when you lose, it's like it's not like a team sport where you can blame someone for your mistakes. If you lost, like you have to work your butt off extra, knowing that you made a mistake. You can't blame others for your mistakes on the mat.
Yeah, that's for sure, right? Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Hey, so talk a little bit. I know it's affected your life amazingly, but it's also kind of affected you a little bit moving to Iowa. What kind of effects has it had on you so far, and are you starting to adjust and kind of get used to your new life?
Yeah, most definitely. Just coming out here just made me more responsible, more disciplined, as to becoming just a better individual. And knowing that, like the real world is out there, and, I have to do things that I wasn't used to doing back home because I had my parents. And also like on the mat, just because it's been helping me become a better person just as an individual, and a better athlete, and also a better teammate. I know that I'm trying to become a better person so that my girls, on the team can see that we can all, be successful and be better people.
That's awesome. So what are your goals moving forward?
My goals moving forward is just, becoming a better athlete, becoming a better person, and winning a national championship.
Heck yeah, right?
Yeah.
That would be dope. I'll be rooting for you.
Thank
you. Yep. Well, that's awesome. So I've got some questions for you. Are you ready?
Okay.
So Bebops or Zombie Burger?
Oh, that's a good one. I Zombie Burgers, just because of the fact that their shakes are amazing. And, yeah, I'd say Zombie Burgers.
I think Coach Valle says zombie burger too, because I had Gio on, and Gio said bebops, and I think she went after him for
Yeah,
it.
I picked zombie burgers right away. Just, I don't know. I've only had bebops actually one time, and zombie burgers I've had it like twice, I think, and those two times that I went, it beats bebops.
What do you guys say? Like it's fire or it claps, or you guys have your little slink?
It smacks.
Yeah, and my son, I got a 14 and 11-year-old. They're like, that smacks or that claps or whatever they say. I'm like, yeah, cool. So I'm getting my lingo down. All right. I got Bianchi's or Fong's Pizza.
I've actually have never even heard of that.
Oh, well, I see that in Iowa, they've got these things called breakfast pizzas or taco pizzas.
I think, I mean, I like tacos, so I'd say taco pizza.
I like tacos too. We have Taco Tuesday every week at the house. So up there, you've got the Asian gardens, or you have the botanical gardens.
I'd say the Asian gardens.
That's got to be pretty cool. I like the Asian culture. I saw a few places. One is the Heritage Carousel, and the other one is Adventureland.
We were actually planning on going this weekend to Adventureland, so I like Adventureland.
Oh, cool. I like it. Okay, here's one. Texas barbecue or Iowa barbecue?
No doubt, Texas barbecue.
No doubt. All right, Birdland Park or Union Park?
Union Park.
All right, back at home, you going Cowboys or Texans?
I have to say Cowboys. Cowboys.
Yeah, I saw that you've got like the Bianchi Park Zoo, or you have History Farms out there.
Oh, I like the farms, the history farms.
It looked pretty cool. I never been, but I was researching it. And then they've got an arts center and a science center out there in your town. Have you been to those yet?
I've been to the art center. I haven't been to the science center, but I hear that it's really cool. I was supposed to go, but I never, we never. It came up, but we never really like planned anything. That's probably something we're gonna do.
Hey, so I've talked to a lot of folks that are doing big things in life that used to wrestle for Grandview. So you're at the right place, doing great things. I know I talked to Omi, who's over at Life, who was a wrestler there at Grandview, and I've talked to. There's a coach starting a new program up in Ohio that wrestled at Grandview, and you guys are building champions not just on the mat but in life. So I look forward to seeing you become one of those Grandview